Okay, it's a big day. It's a really big day. We got Ray Higdon here. And like, I don't know if you know who Ray Higdon is. I mean, how could you not? He's like famous, okay? He is the biggest deal ever. And he is a man that needs almost like no introduction. But I am super excited because he's here and he's doing training for you guys on what's working in 2020 in direct sales and in network marketing. And his story is incredible. He became the #1 income earner in his network marketing business. And now he is a network marketing powerhouse trainer, runs a multi-million-dollar brand where he trains people through all of his different trainings and courses. And he's here today. So I want to welcome you, boom, 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 Mr. Ray Higdon.
Hey, I'm like, Michelle, can you say I'm the biggest deal ever?
Biggest.
So that was awesome. That was
Like,
perfectly executed.
Everyone say, I want an autograph. I mean, he's here, everyone. So we're super excited to have you. So, and some people, you know, they may not know you, right? They just didn't appear on their feed at any point. And so if you could just give kind of your background, your story, because your story is really incredible. Just like, you know, sometimes it's good to hear from someone that it had a little bit of mess up, right? And they had to start over. And, you know, your story is pretty awesome. So if you could share that, and then we can jump into the training.
Yeah, happy to. Thanks for having me. Yay.
Yeah.
Love the pink everywhere. It's awesome. Look, I'm kind of matching.
Yeah, you have
pink, right?
Yeah.
My wife says I'm colorblind. I think it's pink.
No, it's purplish pink. It's like this.
Purplish pink. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So yeah, let's see. I'm someone that I'd worked my way up in the corporate world to a pretty high paying job. And I think most people would consider it a good salary. And I noticed that the harder I worked, the more they would pay me, which was nice, because that's not true in everything, but also the more they would demand of me. And so soon I was missing, Cub Scout trips. I was missing, family stuff we had planned. I had to, work on weekends where I was supposed to be off. And there was really no light at the end of the tunnel. And I left the corporate world not actually to go into network marketing, but to go into real estate. Here in the state of Florida in 2004, 2005, everyone was making a lot of money in real estate. Like if you had a pulse, you could make 100,000 easily in real estate. And I jumped into real estate, left the corporate world. Everyone thought I was an idiot and said, you're going to lose it all. And so I went into real estate and crushed it, was making really good money, was flipping houses, was buying rentals, was, making it rain. And when the market tanked, when the real estate market crashed, I got completely wiped out. And what I mean by that is I emptied my 401k and my IRA that I'd had since I was 18 years old. I was trying to sell anything I could, including my furniture, still went into foreclosure, also went through a divorce, which was great timing. And it sucked, and I was over $1 million in debt. I was every hour on the hour bill collectors were calling me. I was very depressed and didn't really know what I was going to do. At that, during that time of 2008, 2009, no one was hiring. Everyone was terrified around here. And everyone I was ever connected with was also in real estate, was also hurting. And so it was just a really tough time and wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I'm very grateful for not just the network marketing profession, but for my friend Chris, who reached out to me and said, hey man, you should check out my network marketing opportunity, which I had, dabbled, I would say, at network marketing, and I had sworn off of it because I'm kind of a rebel marketer, especially back then, and uplines just didn't know what to do with me. I would get results, but then they wouldn't like it because I didn't follow the system. And so I had sworn off network marketing. I'm like, I'm never doing that again. And, but here I was, my credit's shot, I'm out of money, no one's hiring. I mean, what options do I have? And so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to make this thing work. And that's what I did. So mainly using social media, which nowadays, it's what everyone does, right? But back, 10, 11 years ago, I was kind of the black sheep. I remember I shared this story with someone yesterday, I think Tom. But I remember being at a company event a few months in, and someone came up and said, hey, I hear you recruit a lot of people off Facebook. And I'm like, yeah, I do my best. And he said, I prefer duplication. And just kind of walked away. And I'm just like, okay. And I remember about 3 or 4 months after that, when they announced me as the #1 income earner, I purposely searched them out in the crowd. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Right. And so it's funny. But back then, most people didn't know how to make social media duplicate. And so we've been doing that for quite a while. Like I said, became the number one income earner in that company, started having companies hire my wife and I to teach social media, started having people say, hey, will you coach me? Will you coach me? Will you coach me? And we actually didn't coach anybody until about 2013 is when we started accepting, coaching applications and things like that. And so now we have, as of 2016, officially retired from building a particular company or a particular team. And we focused on creating production amongst leaders with our masterminds and coaching, and helping network marketers at all levels through our rank makers, which I'm very proud of. That's my community I go live in every single day. And in the last 2 years, they've brought in over 208,000 new customers, 49,000 new reps, and 9,175 rank advancements. And so, we love what we do, and we're excited to be here.
So cool. I mute my microphone because sometimes there's that weird echo. So that's all super awesome. Your story's fantastic and so inspiring. Like, so crazy that what you've built has been in the last 4 years, right? That's insane.
I think we started offering courses as early as 2000, maybe 11, maybe.
Okay.
And
but you left the industry. Okay. Yeah. So you were doing both.
We were doing both. And I felt like I wasn't doing either to 100%. And that's why in 2016, we launched Rank Makers in 2017. So.
Okay. Yeah. So I left the industry in November. So, and now I just do coaching, but
I didn't realize that. So that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was the same thing. It was managing that and managing this, and it was a lot. So, I love this. So cool. So you're here to do training. Okay. So this is really fun. We're going to do some giveaways. So we'll let you do your training. You have an awesome training plan. And then I've got 10 questions that people in my tribe want to know about you.
Uh-oh.
And so it'll be super fun.
This could get sticky.
Right. Yeah. I monitored them, so it's okay. So, all right. So we'll have you do your training because you've got some, I'm not going to interrupt a master here. I'm going to let you train, and then I'll come back on. I'll be watching from over here.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Right.
Well, my notes tell me you wanted me to talk about the best things you can be doing in 2020, and so let's talk about that. So when the quarantine and pandemic, really went down, we started getting contacted from people we didn't normally get contacted from, and so a lot of companies that had more stood their ground to be focused on in-person stuff and home meeting stuff and coffee meetings and things like that. They're like, oh crap, that's not even on the table anymore. And so we started having a lot more companies reach out to us because we've been teaching virtual webinars and Zooms and all this stuff for 10, 11 years. And I've done thousands of home meetings, and I've also done thousands of webinars. So we're kind of unique there, I guess. And so we started sharing, some of the things to do. And here's the thing: social media is definitely one of the greatest things to ever happen to network marketing, and also one of the worst, because years ago, let's say back in the 90s. I mean, network marketing has been around for a really long time, but years and years ago, if someone was a terrible networker and they're just hypey and spammy and just doing all the stuff that you don't really want people to do, they can only turn off 6 or 7 or 8 people in their village or small town. Now, the worst networkers are connected to at least hundreds of people on social media. So if they're using hype or spam or just not great tactics, shaming tactics or something like that, they can really negatively impact the industry, the company, your team, and obviously themselves. And the FTC looks at it like, hey, if you're allowing this, you're condoning this, and that's a problem. And so the issue around compliance is a big deal. You got to be compliant. You got to teach your people. But here's what's funny about compliance: the stuff that'll get you in trouble isn't the stuff that works anyway. So don't do it. Don't use hype. Don't use the exception in your company. So I wouldn't say, hey, I can't believe Norma hit $10,000 her first month. Way to go, Norma. Like I wouldn't say things like that, because most people, one, it's not reality in that most people are going to experience that. But number two, most people don't believe it. Most people on the planet have never made $10,000 a month. And so for you to even speak like that means you're out of touch. And, it reminds me, I forget what show I was watching, where it was a skit, and the really, really rich billionaire was saying, yeah, people are saying I'm out of touch. And someone says, hey, we need to go to the grocery store and get a gallon of milk. He goes, oh, okay, no problem. Here's $1,000. Is that enough? Right. And so when you speak about these big dollar things, these $1 million incomes and these $10,000 months, you're really out of touch with most people, because most people haven't made more than $3,000, maybe $4,000 a month. Now, here's what I know. Before the pandemic, I don't know the current numbers. I have to imagine they're substantially less. But before the pandemic, there were 750,000 Uber drivers in the United States alone. And there's conflicting information out there, but the consensus is on average, they made somewhere between $60 to $300 a month. Why? Why so many people doing that in a non-leveraged way, right? You're putting strangers, could be axe murderers, could be serial killers, could be human traffickers, right? You're putting people in your backseat late at night, hoping they're not drunk and getting sick in your backseat, right? Putting your life at risk. Why did so many people do that? For two reasons. One, simple, right? Turn your app on, ding, let me go pick you up, right? You can understand it. And number two is, they believe they can make some extra money. Well, I believe all 750,000 of those people would prefer to stay at home and make money on social media and not risk their lives, and especially in this pandemic. And so what you have now is you have more people than ever before in history looking for ways to make money from home. And you have a whole bunch of people, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, that 6 months ago had their career figured out. Now they don't. There's a lot of people that have been affected by layoffs. I mean, I drive around my area, and Florida was pretty conservative with the lockdowns and everything. We're pretty conservative, pretty, not too hardcore. And yet I still see probably 20% of businesses closed down. And so, like, how many people lost their job, lost their career, lost their way, don't know what the hell to do. And you have an opportunity to help them. But you'll never attract them if you're saying things in a way that they just don't believe is possible. So when you speak about $10,000 a month, most people, they don't believe that's possible, so they'll never reach out to you. And so I'll give you 3 examples of women who have made it happen, that if you marketed it to them, $10,000 a month, they never would have joined you. But I'm talking about Whitney Taylor Husband, Gloria Mayfield Banks, and Taylor Thompson. All 3 of these women have made millions and millions of dollars in network marketing. All 3 of them joined because they wanted to make a few $100 extra. They wanted mom care, not daycare. If you had marketed, I asked all 3 of them, if you had marketed how to make $10,000 a month, they never would have joined you, but they went on to make millions of dollars. And so you want to talk about things that are just more relatable. You want to talk about, if you're going to talk income, talk small income. FTC isn't going to smack you in the head for talking about someone making an extra $40 a month. They're not going to say, how dare you, right? They're going after the people that are talking about the exception to the rules, the people that you're hyping this big income. And so you want to be careful around compliance. And you also want to understand the very basics of attraction marketing, very basics. Let me ask you this. Who let's turn our brain on if it's not on already, or take a sip of coffee or something like that. But let's say that you have 2 nurseries that they sell flowers, right? They sell flowers, they sell plants. And one does a buy one, get one on tulips. Come get your tulips here, right? And they're just pitching what they got, which is how most network marketers operate, right? I got this thing, it's collagen, you pour it on your head and you lose weight, it's amazing, right? And so most network marketers, they focus on, just here's what I got for sale, come purchase. So one nursery has buy one, get one on the tulips. Come make it happen. Another nursery runs a series of how to grow beautiful tulips, free 30-minute virtual workshop. Which one's going to win? The education. People that aren't even, they're not even sure they know anything about tulips, they'll say, well, I can tune into this workshop. And so one thing that one of the owners of Basecamp said that really stuck with me is out-teach your competition. This is why on July 15th of 2009, I decided to start doing at least one video a day. And I have never stopped over 11 years because I'm a lunatic. I'm a loony bird. And so over 11 years, I've done at least one video a day. Yesterday was 8 because I'm nuts. And so out-teach your competition. You cannot put too much education into the marketplace, but you pitching your thing is not education. That's just saying, here's my thing. Come get your buy one, get one. Instead, educate. What problems does your target market have? What problems does your marketplace have that your product, service, or yourself can help? And so focus much more on education, whether it's recipes, whether it's exercise plans, meal plans, whether it's what ingredients to avoid. Last night, I'll tell you, this was pretty cool. I shared, so we're in contact with one of the, I can't really use their names just yet, but one of the mission teams that work with Operation Underground Railroad. And they are a separate organization, but they run their own missions to rescue kids from human trafficking and people from human trafficking. And they also run missions with Operation Underground Railroad. And they shared with me some kind of insider stuff of what traffickers do. And so last night on my Facebook page, I'll see if I can pull it up here real quick just to get an updated count. But I shared a code that human traffickers use that they'll actually mark a car and like mark it for traffickers to take note. And I shared that code. It's kind of a weird code, but it had 920 shares last night. Now, why is that? It's because it's educational, and it's specifically educational in a place that really needs that. And so you educating the marketplace more is going to attract more people to you. I'll give you 2 quick stats, and then we can get to the fun questions. 2 quick stats. When I was building my network marketing organization, I was generating over 3,000 leads a month without ads. No paid ads. Now, I'm not against ads. I'm very much for ads, but 3,000 leads a month were coming from ads. About 1,200 people a month were searching on Google, what MLM is Ray Higdon in? And so I didn't just talk about what I had for sale. I didn't say, here's my company you should join. I didn't say, here's the greatest product on the planet. I educated, connected, determined how they, were they someone that's open to taking a look? Then I got into that conversation. And so the way that you do that is you pump out consistent education to attract people to you. And this is one of the things or one of many things that we are going to cover inside of our Rank Makers Live event. So we're actually going to give you the high, because I've tested every type of video you can ever imagine. 11 years of doing it at least once every single day for 11 years straight without missing. You get decent at videos and you get to test a lot of different theories. So I've tested every theory. I know what call to action works better than any other call to action. And we're going to be sharing that blueprint in our Rank Makers Live event. And so I'm excited. I'm sure we'll talk about that a little bit, but let's get to those amazing questions. I'm super excited.
Hey, all right, I'm back. So no, the questions are actually just funny questions. That'll make the funny ending, which will be cool. so they're more like stupid questions, but that's what'll make it really funny. So tell me this: you have your upcoming Rank Makers Live 2020. Normally, you have it in person. This year, it's kind of a blessing that it's virtual because I know for a lot of people, traveling can be such a challenge. Yeah. So why don't you? Yeah, like it's just crazy. So why don't you share about that event and who's going to be at it? I mean, Shailene Johnson, you got some big names there. So I know everyone would love to hear about that, and I'll post a link to it too.
So we have, This was our mission. So your time to pivot is gone. You should have pivoted already. It's time to profit. It's time to make money. It's time to make 2020 your best year ever. And I know that may sound funny, but we 5x'd our business in April, in the month of April, right at the height of all this stuff, right? The event company that we work with, I want to just, this is crazy. They're an event company. They had never done a virtual, ever. Never done a virtual event. They've doubled their business. Now I know 15 other event companies that went out of business. They doubled their business because they focused on mastering the virtual world. That's who we are actually working with. Same company that did the big Tony Robbins 23,000 person event. So we're using the same software, the same company that Tony used. And so I'm going to be in that cool studio with a whole bunch of screens and seeing people, and it's a virtual experience. It's not a webinar. It's not a boring Zoom. It's a live virtual experience, and it's going to be incredible. For example, I'm going to be able to press a button, beep, and break the entire group into rooms of 5 to 6 people where you get a mastermind question and you can participate in the leaderboard. It's different. It is not like, if you're introverted, you will probably network with more people on this than you would at a live event. And so we decided to go virtual. And some of the speakers, you have Chalene Johnson. And for those that don't know, I mean, her podcast has been downloaded 20 million times. She's the only female in history to have 2 #1 infomercials in the world. She's incredible. She brings the energy. She's going to share some insider Instagram stuff like reels and how to maximize that, how she is just crushing it with leads and sales on Instagram. Then we have Tim Story. He was Oprah Winfrey's coach. He was named the comeback coach by Robert Downey Jr. Like I maybe someday I'll have some nicknames from celebrities. But if you have something that's in your past, like I didn't have the best past. I was in a very abused childhood. So if you have trauma, if you have obstacles, if you have things that you have to overcome, or maybe you've just checked out during this whole pandemic and you just need to bounce back. Well, he's the comeback coach. That's what he does. And speaking of childhood, I have my mindset coach, a guy named Elliot Rowe. And Elliot, he's the coach to, I think, 8 of the top 10 poker players in the world, several of the top MMA fighters. He's a performance coach, but he helped me unlock a major social anxiety thing that I had going on around trust. And I won't get into that story, but we'll talk about that a little bit at the event. But there was a trust thing that happened to me in 3rd grade with a guidance counselor that kind of screwed me my whole life. From I just didn't trust people, and so he's going to be there. First time I've ever had him speak at one of my events. Really excited about that. We have Pete Vargas, who has booked over 20,000 stages in the last 5 years. He helps people get on more stages. He helps people become better speakers, whether it's virtual or real stages. His company manages the speaking teams for Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, Russell Brunson, Michael Hyatt, and us. We actually started working with him right as the pandemic was happening. And so that's pretty cool. Marina Simone, Diane Hockman, Angel Fletcher, Ryan Higgins, the list goes on and on. And so if you want to see the entire lineup, go to directsalestribe.com and that'll break it down for you. And again, I do want to encourage you to be on live, because this is an experience. We're going to be doing live Q&A. We're going to have a leaderboard where you can win prizes. And we're going to have people all around the world participating live. So we'll have Team Malaysia, Team Singapore, Team Australia, Team New Zealand, Team UK, Team Spain. We're going to have all these different countries participating out of their comfort zone, because some of them it's going to be night, some it's going to be morning, some it's going to be something else, right? And so we're really, really excited about it. It's October 8th through 10th, and we hope you can make it. And if you want more details, because I'm sure I'm leaving out a couple, directsalestribe.com.
Amazing. Okay, cool. I posted the link for that. So, people are saying the link is broken. Who knows? It might be HTTP and not the S, but either way, if you type in Direct Sales Tribe in your thing, it'll pop up and you guys will see it. The link is, we're going to just tested it. So, that's amazing. All right. So, if you've registered, I know some of you have already registered, so just comment that you've registered. We're going to pick some lucky winners, give away some prizes. And so just write registered when you've registered. And we're going to ask Ray some really quick, funny questions. Ready? Okay.
Cool.
What is your favorite music genre?
I like a lot, but I do like rap.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a
rap.
hip hop guy.
Okay. What's your favorite? Oh, no. Who's your most famous friend?
Most famous friend.
Hello, hey, Ray. Hello, here I am.
Michelle Cunningham, of course. I mean, I'm friends with Tarek from, the Flip or Flop show. I don't know. I don't know if I have really famous friends.
That's pretty famous. All right, next one. Someone you met in person who you like didn't think you'd be super impressed with, but then they like blew your mind. You're like, wow, this is a really awesome person.
I'll be honest. Before I saw Tony Robbins live, I thought, is he really that good? And I saw him live. I'm like, damn, he's that good.
He's that good. Awesome. Number 4, favorite color.
Blue, like a more royal blue, like a darker blue than this.
5, favorite food.
Favorite food. Pizza's up there. I'd go with a good pizza. Tough to beat a good pizza.
Good pizza. Awesome. People are saying, how do you register? Just go to Direct Sales Tribe and then post that you registered. We'll pick some winners. All right, number 6, your favorite alcoholic beverage. Do you even drink?
So my favorite to make others, and I've been told by pretty much everyone I've ever made one for, is a Moscow Mule. I am a master at making those. I will beat your favorite restaurant for sure. My favorite to consume is margarita.
Margarita. Yes. Yeah. All right. This was a lot of people wanted to know this. Very random. I wouldn't ask you this, but they want to know your shoe size.
11.
Okay. Random. Number 8, favorite vacation spot and why?
Tough to beat Fiji. Fiji's the best. Fiji, we stayed in Namale. This is for our honeymoon. We stayed at Namale, which is Tony Robbins Resort, and they have 140 staff and only 20 bungalows. I mean, it's crazy. But Fiji was amazing. And then we stayed at Liku Liku Lagoon, which is one of those bungalows with the plexiglass floor, so you can see all the fish and everything. That was my favorite.
That's amazing. Okay, Fiji. All right. Number 9, your best one-liner business advice.
It depends who's asking. If it's a network marketer, I'd say less to more people. If it's one of our branding coaches, coaching clients or whatever, I would say think bigger, faster.
Yeah, love that. And the last one is, do you have a single brother? Not coming for me, but for the single ladies.
I do not. I have an older brother, but I do not have a younger brother. Sorry.
Is the older brother single?
I haven't talked to him in a million years. I reached out to him, never heard back. So we're not that tight, unfortunately. He's a step brother.
Okay. Got it. All right. For the single ladies.
That's cute.
Okay. And I know the one last question that people do have is, Ray, should I post my company products on my Facebook, on my social media? I keep seeing that in the feed here. People want me to ask you that. So that'll be the last question.
So it's if you have too many leads and you can't, because you're such a good educator and you have too many leads that you just can't work them and you want fewer leads, then yes. So it's all about, if you are an educator, then you will have a larger funnel. More people are interested in education than buying your product all the time, 100% of the time. No question. Okay. If you're like, all these dime leads, then post a link. It'll be a smaller lead funnel and, but maybe more serious. You'll turn some people off where you won't with education, but it's basically if you want fewer leads.
Great answer. That's all we need to know. Okay. So, I'll pick some winners. We'll let Ray go because I know he's a busy man. So we'll let you go and I'll pick winners, but anyone who wants to register for Rank Makers Live that it's never been virtual like that, has it? Like Only
Well,
virtual?
we've always had live stream, but live stream was just like, hey, we're doing you a favor and letting you watch from home. This
Yeah.
is specifically a virtual experience. So, Jeff, it's not this. I'm going to a studio. So
Yeah.
we've bought thousands of dollars worth of furniture, and we've rented rugs and stuff. Like it's kind of strange, to be honest, because a virtual has a different expense that comes with it. And so we have a studio that we're flying to, that we're going to be operating from, and it's very, very different. So
It's
we're
amazing.
really excited. So this is the first like on purpose virtual experience.
Yeah. You bringing the kids? Get a babysitter.
No,
Okay.
not bringing the kids. That'd
Yeah.
be intense.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Ray. We appreciate you so much. And
Yeah.
I'll be doing giveaways right after you head out. So thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. You're incredible. You're amazing. Thank you. I hope it was, whether you decide to invest in yourself or not, I hope it was helpful. And thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ray.
Bye.
Bye. All right, let's pick winners now. Oh my gosh, that was so cool, wasn't it? Were you guys like, what? That was so cool. All right, so let's pick winners. I'm going to do winners of people that didn't register, but people that did register. So if you did register, write the word register. I'm going to share my screen. We'll do this whole thing. Let's see here. I'll do like this. Wasn't that so fun? I really respect his work. He's a smart marketer. He's a smart guy. Okay, so here we go. I got to go back to comments. Okay. All right, I remove the tag, and then you guys will say registered if you registered. I'm going to pick some lucky winners. And also by registering through the Direct Sales Tribe link, that's my link to his event, you will also receive special bonuses that we will email out to you. You'll get access to some of my other courses. I think it's 21-day branding challenge. It's my Simple Branding Academy tribe, and I think it's conversations that really matter. So you get some bonuses from me also. And right now we're going to pick some winners. Oh, Maureen is the best comment. I know. I was like, I'm interviewing Ray Higdon. I better put on these lashes. But then I was like, do I look like a man? Are they too big? And then I was like, you know what? It's fine. We're not going to think about it. It's camera, and it is okay to be really loud on camera. Okay, so register. Okay, ready? Okay, we're picking a winner. I got to, okay, I'll start here. Okay, I got to start. Oh, wait, I got to go here. Okay, oh, that. All right, here we go. You can say registered a few times too. Okay, ready? Go down. I go up. I hope I land on one that said register. There's a mixture in there. Click. Oh, that's not a one. Okay, do it again. Good. Click. Oh, no. Ready? Click. Yes, I did it. Okay. Kelly Moran, congratulations. I'm sending you a gift in the mail. What's it going to be? Well, it's going to be all of my CDs, if you don't already have them. And I'll also stick a USB in there if you don't have a CD player. And I'm going to send you a unicorn makeup bag. Okay, and now let's just do a prize for everyone else. And if you did register using the Direct Sales Tribe link, we will know that you ordered through there. And so give us probably next week, we'll send out free bonuses to you, courses of mine that you get for free by using the Direct Sales Tribe. Okay, so now just write the word prize if you want to win a prize. And then we will do a prize winner, which is so fun. Congratulations, Kelly Moran. Oh, Kelly, I need to message you and get your, where'd you go? I got to find you up here. So many comments. Okay. Hide. All right. Kelly, I'll need to get your address. So can I send you a private message? Oh, can I do this? No, I don't know what I'm doing. Kelly, if you just email me, Michelle@MichelleCunninghamOnline.com. Michelle@MichelleCunninghamOnline.com. Do I have it in here? No, let me do this really quick. Michelle@MichelleCunninghamOnline.com. Save. And if you send that to me now, then I will go check for it now. So just so I don't forget. Okay. All right. Now we're picking a prize winner just because you were on watching and that was super fun. All right. Ready? Write the word prize. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All the prizes are coming in. Okay. It's a big moment. I'm going to send the same prize. All my CDs, USB, and the unicorn makeup bag, because who wouldn't want a unicorn makeup bag? Nobody. Everybody wants a unicorn makeup, right? It's a really good one. I use it for all my makeup because it's big. It's like a good size. All right, here we go. Ready? I go down, I go up, I go down, I close my eyes, and I hit click. Cindy Strong, bump, bump, bump. She's the hair lady, you guys. If you want to know anything about hair, shampoo, conditioner, cutting your hair, Cindy Strong she's incredible. She's got a great brand. Cindy, you're my winner. This is so exciting. All right, my friend. I know how to reach you, so I'll find you, and you're gonna get the prize also. So. Anyway, this was super fun. Thanks for being with me, guys. This was Super duper amazing. We got to talk to Ray Higdon. That was crazy. All right. Anyway, if you do want to register for his upcoming thing, just head to directsalestribe.com. That will link you right into his Rank Makers 2020 page where you can register for the event. And when you do it through that link, it will notify my office and you'll actually get some free bonuses from my office, some free courses and free things from me. So feel free to spread the word. Share this training with any friends that you think would enjoy it because it was Ray Higdon. That was super awesome. All right. I love y'all so much, my friends. And I hope you have a really super duper powerful day. All right. Goodbye, my friends.